Welcome to John Michael's Rockbox. I'm your host, John Michael. I get to host this show it's a show about you. If you're a musician, if you're a solo artist, if you're a painter, if you write books, you're a dance club, well, I'd like to hear from you. Send me your information to jmrockbox@mcaet.org. All right, we'd like to hear from you, and somebody will get right back to you. Now, also, if you'd like to watch the show, simply go to mcaet.org/watch, and you'll see all the variations on how you can watch the Rockbox. And, well, this show really wouldn't last without you, so we do definitely need your donations, and visit mcaet.org/donate. We'd like to welcome you to the Rockbox, and with that being said, let's head on over and meet our guest. And welcome to the Rockbox. Hey, welcome. Good to have you along here today. Another edition of John Michael's Rockbox. I'm very excited and very happy to have this group of fine musicians, and the name is Changing Names. So what we're going to do is welcome you guys first. Welcome. Good to have everybody here.
Thanks for having us.
All right, and we're going to introduce you to them. All right, so I'll start on my left, your right. Laura Myers, who plays keys.
Keys, that's right.
Yeah, well, and I've seen her play. It's good stuff. Laura, how long have you been playing?
Oh gosh, I'm one of those kids that took piano lessons at a very young age. Kind of self-preservation by my mom, because I was making a lot of noise on the piano. No natural talent, I think.
Yeah, are you happy now that you've stuck with it? I mean, 'cause
absolutely.
at first when you're a kid, it's like, I don't want to practice.
Yeah, I definitely was one of those kids. I wanted to be outside doing things, but definitely happy. Really started playing again after college, and started playing at church and in various bands that way.
Yeah. See, practice. All right, next to Laura, you might have seen him as Andrew K. Lesh. We were calling him D. Lesh, but no, Andrew has been on before. Andrew, welcome back.
Thank you.
Guitar, Andrew, good to have you. So,
thank you.
I mean, you're a busy guy playing that guitar of yours.
Yeah, I play in a couple different bands and all over the place.
Yeah, and so, we'll talk about the formation of this band, but, well done. It's good to have Andrew back. So Go ahead, clap. Way to go. Yay, Andrew. All right, next to Andrew, James Nobriga, who's the guitar vocals and founding member of the band.
Yeah, it was Katie and I, so we're the core of the band, and we've done music for many years. We've been married for 15 years, and so I play various instruments. I'm a drummer first, I would say.
It's one of those guys.
Yeah, and play guitar, keyboards, and different things, and teach, and I direct the bands at Calvary Church of Los Gatos. That's how I know Laura and Ian and everybody. And Andrew, we met through California Beach Boys, and I'm a part of it. I drum for them and sing for them. Andrew came on the first year that I was there, and started doing sounds. So found out he played guitar too, and I think you were showing me the guitars you built too at that time.
Yeah.
So,
that was kind of it. Very good. Yeah. Wow, I see. So church is kind of the tying.
Definitely.
Yeah, all right. And you get to meet a lot of musicians via the church. Because we're going to come up to a time where we're going to want to actually play what these guys do. We're going to save the introduction, although I'll quickly tell you, Katie Joy, Ian Schaefer, who, you know what? We'll talk about who we think he looks like later. And Samantha Rubino. All right? She's drums, he's bass, other vocalists, part of this band. We want to talk about the song you're going to play next. So now that you know Katie, either one of you can...
Go for it, Katie. We're going to do...
So the first song that we have for you guys is Last Week, and we kind of feel like it's a little bit of like a fight anthem song. Just when you finally just get to that point where you're just ready to move past the thing that's been holding you back. Like whether you suffered loss or somebody hurt you or whatever that looks like, you maybe sit with that for a while and then you decide it's time to just pick myself up and move forward. So that's Last Week.
Yeah, it's going to be good stuff. All right, so you're in for a treat. We'll introduce and we'll talk more with my right side, your left side of this fine band, Changing Names. But first, we'll hear the song that Katie just talked about. So sit back, relax, enjoy Changing Names.
10 years ago last week, you were the one that I told all my secrets to. The best friend I'd ever had. 10 years ago last week, looked up to you and I hung on your every word. Those words, they cut like glass. See the cracks you made in the dreams of a little bird. 10 years ago last week, so seeds I've done now, I find it hard to let them go. Those voices still ring out. I will be so strong now. Help me move on. I will move on now. You see, I will be so strong now. Be strong. You'll see who wrong has found me. I still remember the day I turned and walked away. The time has quickly passed as it seemed, looking backwards, remembering 10 years ago. Last week, oh yeah, last week, memories they haunt me still. They don't contain me. Memories they haunt me still. They've lost their strength. They won't contain all my will. Healing has come and tough as I leave all the doubts behind. 10 years ago last week.
Hey, popcorn in my teeth. Sitting back here enjoying some Changing Names. What do you think? Good, right? Yeah, I know. That it is an exceptional band. So what we should do now, actually, is follow through with the introductions. I just kind of briefly went through Katie Joy on vocals. The other half of you and James, right?
Right.
She's the girly half.
She's the girly
I'm the
half.
girly half. We don't say better.
Did I say better?
No, but I was thinking it.
Yeah.
I was thinking it too.
It's not allowed.
So you guys met how?
We met actually at church. I hadn't been living here very long, and
Right.
James actually came up to me after church with a pretty standard pickup line.
I'm anxious. I'm anxious.
Have we seen you around here before? It was very unoriginal.
Yeah.
This was back in 2000
Yeah.
when we met, and
Yeah.
gave her my unoriginal line, but the rest was history, you know. She liked me in spite of that. It's a love story.
Yeah.
And Allah, beautiful music together, right?
When I first started
Yes.
singing, yes, I heard that angelic voice, and I knew I just had to marry her.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he's the nicer half.
So you're the mean half.
I am the mean half.
She
He's
was
definitely
much meaner before.
Yes, I was.
So now you're
He
more
makes me
towards-
nicer.
No, right, yeah, little distance.
Little distance. All right, singing how long?
Ever since I was a kid.
Really?
Yeah, just in plays and musicals and things like that. And
Sure.
I think it was my dream when I was like 5 or 6 that someone from, this is going to date me, someone from Star Search would be walking in my neighborhood and discover me. So I would actually sit on my front lawn and just sing at the top of my lungs. Oh, yeah.
What? Really?
Yeah.
And somebody's sitting at home going,
What's Star
Star
Search? Totally.
funny thing is, I know what she's talking
Yeah.
about.
I knew you would.
You sat there and you really, that's a
Really,
cool
it was
concept.
my dream to
Anybody
be on Star Search.
videotaped you?
No.
You should have. That would have been awesome.
I think it was pre-videotapes. Like, I don't think they had been invented yet.
It was one of those.
You're not quite that old.
Her family just did.
It's not the 1920s.
Yeah, very sheltered.
I don't know stuff.
Yeah, my dad used
Yeah.
to sit there. He got used to it from making ice
Right.
cream.
Yeah,
Changing
totally.
reels.
You changing
Changing
reels.
reels.
She's got the-
All right, we're going to move to the bass player.
Smart.
Ian Schaefer, who, earlier, Ian, I asked Ian if it was okay. Ian said it was fine. And so I was going to introduce him at the very beginning as Jim Carrey. I wonder why.
I do get that
Do
occasionally.
you get that once
Yep.
in a while?
A little bit of a resemblance. Yeah, I
Yeah.
never thought about that before.
It's there.
So,
So
well,
I'm
they've been
told.
around. You guys have been around him so long. You,
Yeah,
you know.
Totally.
When we
I don't
met,
see it anymore.
Ian, he was a little guy. Now he's all grown up, but I didn't notice. And it's distance. But
Yeah.
bass player, how long have you been playing?
A long time. Started
There you
when
go.
I was 12, I think, after working my way through a couple other instruments and
So you're 16 now.
decided, yeah, about that. So yeah, 3 or 4 years. I tried piano for a little while, and then switched over to guitar. Enjoyed that a lot. Switched it up a little bit with clarinet. That lasted about a month, and had to decide between going back to guitar or trying out bass, and went on to bass, and the rest is history. Just
Otherwise, you would have been a Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Oh, yeah.
Never had a lesson.
Another great one.
Drums, Samantha Rubino.
Yes.
All right, we finally got to you.
Yeah,
Yeah. How's it going, Samantha?
good. How are you?
I'm well, thanks.
Good.
How long have you been playing?
Since 7th grade, so like 10 years.
So 7th grade. So you caught me
Doing
before I
the
say
math.
what are you? 10th grade? 10th grader
No.
now? That's 3 years on the drums. Look at her.
There we go.
Yeah.
Well done. You like it? Is that what are you learning other instruments?
I actually just got my BM in jazz studies at San Jose State. So I just graduated, and so I had to play piano. My instrument had to sing, and all that. So I like drums.
Atta girl.
Sticking to
Atta girl.
drums.
I like her.
Yep.
All right, what we're going to do is we're going to give you another taste of a song, and then we're going to talk about the name of the band, websites, and we're going to cover all that other stuff so that you know where to find these guys. So next in line,
Razor's Edge.
Razor's Edge. All right, here we go. Sit back. Razor's Edge. It's changing names.
I can't see the words behind your meaning through the damaging noise of the persistent beating of my heart. As the waves of regret come tumbling down to drown out the sight of memories of you as they tear me apart. I'm falling apart. Twist and turn the razor's edge. We
All right, so there you go. Another great song from Changing Names. Which, I chuckle because we were chatting about it should be changing instruments, the conversation that was going on. Because apparently everybody had to mess around with the keyboards, which, Laura,
I'm a little offended that they had to play piano and then they just moved right on. You got to play piano.
I liked it.
Yeah. So.
yeah,
I teach it. So.
it is what it is. Piano, I love piano. I love piano.
Thank you very much, John.
The Nord keyboard
I'm
cools it
terrible
up a
with
lot.
piano.
Hey, I can't play to save my life, but I love it. All right, so the name then. So we'll get back to your name, Changing Names. It came about how?
Well, Katie and I, early on in our marriage, we wanted to do music together, so we've been writing music for a long time. We wondered, okay, if we're going to go perform this, what's our identity? And Katie's middle name is Joy, Katie Joy. We just kind of went out like that with her as a solo artist, and then recently, within the last, how many years was it, that we decided to go to this iteration where we are now?
I would say 2 or 3 since the conversation solidified.
That's true.
For us, when we were trying to figure out what the theme of what we were trying to do with music, the theme that kept coming up was recovery, and kind of what it means to move from one phase of life into another phase of life, and
Right.
whatever that looks like. And so for us, Changing Names really embodies that, because you see that in businesses when they do a rebrand. It's even in the Bible where you're kind of rebranding, and it's you're placing a marker that says this is the old and this is the new.
Sure.
And we're clearly defining that. And so that, like, there's a lot of dimensions to our name, and that's definitely the biggest theme.
I like it. Because, one of the hardest things for a band to come up with is a name.
Absolutely.
Especially when
It
you're
was
married
tough.
and you're trying to.
We vetoed a lot.
Yeah. So what do you think, honey? Should we go
Veto.
with this? No.
Veto. Yeah.
She's the no girl a lot.
Yes, I am the no girl. I say no all
No,
the time.
or do you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean I go
Hey,
through.
what if we do this? No.
I go through 5 different versions of a chorus, like the one we just
No.
heard with Razor's Edge. I did 5 different versions of a chorus for that. She's like, "What do you think?"
No.
No. Sorry. So I had to redo
I
it.
told you, he's the nice one.
But he helped me refine it till we come up with a better one.
So are you guys around when they have their, hey, Katie, what do you think? No.
I think they all know us well enough that they get to see that in
Good.
other aspects of life.
Yeah.
But
It's like,
Fortunately, we don't get to see that part.
Oh, they're
but-
having a discussion. I think we'll leave. We'll be back. 7-Eleven's having a sale on Slurpees.
no, they haven't. But Ian and Andrew were in the studio with us. They're actually on our full-length album,
Yes.
Lovely Deceit. And Andrew especially was just, his flavor really informed a lot of what our music sounds like.
All right.
And so he was instrumental, no pun intended, in
That was a good one.
in the songs and how they developed, and he really had a lot of input in that, which was very valuable.
Yeah.
So
So
we're-
Ian also, just the stuff he came up with was brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you need a good bass line. Good, solid backing.
Yeah.
So where can they find you guys? I mean, to get your CD or
Yeah.
just find out about you.
We are everywhere online. You can find us on iTunes and Google Play. We're on Spotify, all those places. And then our website is wearechangingnames.com. If you just search for Changing Names, then you're going to go to a legal website on how to change your name. So please
yeah.
go to wearechangingnames.com, and then on our site you can access our YouTube, where we have a couple music videos up and all sorts of other things. And our Facebook, our Instagram, everything is We Are Changing Names.
We Are
So you
Changing
can
Names.
find us if you go to Facebook or Instagram or our website.
And
It's
that
all
first
We Are
song we
Changing
did last week, in a couple of weeks, we're going to release that as a new music video on our YouTube page.
Oh,
It'll
nice.
be actually our first live music video of when we did our CD release last year with all these guys. So.
Except for we are missing one. We're missing
Oh, yes.
our background vocalist, Leanne, who just had a baby last week. So
way to go,
she
Leanne.
wasn't able to join us.
Yeah.
We miss her, but
We missed her a lot.
No, there's still one more of you.
there is one more
There's
of us.
one more.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're
Now
very
you-
fortunate.
Now you need a horn section.
Please
What
no.
can I say?
Yeah, a little soul.
Oh, come on.
That
Some
section,
clarinet.
I think.
Yeah, I think it would work.
No one wants
I
to play
think it
clarinet.
would work.
Trust me.
Well, I don't know. What do I know? I'm just a host of this TV show. I don't know anything. So changing names. We are changing names. No, because I've done that website thing. I looked up a band name that I thought I was going to find, and it wasn't a band. It wasn't a band website. It was something I can't discuss, but it was not their website.
Right.
So I was like, how did that happen? All right, last song.
Yes, it's called Scars.
Okay.
And Katie and I are just going to play it together, just one guitar and vocals, just kind of show the other iteration of the band where a lot of times it'll just be Katie and I going out doing acoustic shows and stuff. So.
All right, Scars, changing names. Thanks everybody for
Thank
coming
you.
on.
This
That
was awesome.
Thanks, John.
All right, changing names. Thanks to you for thank you to hanging out here at the Rockbox. Check these guys out.
You don't see the tears when I lay down at night. You don't see the scars that I hide deep down inside. I want you to see me, but don't look my way. Don't want you to leave, but I won't ask you to stay. Please don't believe me when I say that I am fine. I'm not fine, 'cause I'm not okay. My numbing pain, so I look for ways to cope. Liquid anesthetic, it's drowning out my hope. Please don't let me, don't believe, make believe that I'm not fine. Just help me see what I'm not done. I want to say deep down, I'm afraid. Wrap me in your arms. Just be patient with me. I'll let you in, so you'll see, so you can see my scars. My scars. Wanna be there when you hurt. Wanna take the pain away. When you're feeling all alone, please know that I will stay. Wanna help you when you're in need. I want to be there when you cry. I will not walk away. I will not say goodbye. I'll be there through the good and through the bad. I'll be your wall of strength. Just like I said I would. you feel like you will burst. Wanna be there for the best, I will be there for the worst. To me you mean so much, your words could never say enough. I will not walk away, I will not say goodbye. I'll be there, through the good and through the bad, I'll be